Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Erica R. Jones, MD, a board certified family medicine physician. I'm here to talk to y'all today about sleep. You see what I got on, right? You see, I got it on me. I wanted to talk about sleep because I just been going live to help y'all out for the new year. More specifically, help you out with some of the biggest health issues that are prevalent across the world. Now, we all know that sleep is a $1 billion industry. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I've been talking about chronic stress and all those things, so I figured why not talk about sleep? So, welcome to the conversation. You know, with all the demands of modern life, we have to continuously think and plan and move and go through life. But it's important that we also make sure we plan to sleep well. If we are not sleeping well, we do not have optimal health. Getting a good night's sleep is one of the things that you can do to stay healthy. And the important thing to do is get yourself into a rhythm. Your body has a natural rhythm. Have you ever heard of the term called your circadian rhythm? Yeah, your body likes to have some sort of what we call like a balance or like a homeostasis. So through your circadian rhythm, that's when you notice that some people will say like, oh, well, my body is programmed to go to sleep at this time, or my body is programmed to wake up at this time. It's because they have had some sort of consistency in their life. So if you have trouble sleeping, it's important that you try to implement some type of consistent sleep schedule. You want to aim to kind of go to bed and then wake up around the same time every day. And that's going to help your body naturally get into its sleep-wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. One of the other things, 400 Circle Media, how you doing? Salute, salute. It is important to understand that the environment that you're falling asleep in actually matters. Now I'm gonna start with temperature. Yes, 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 yes. Temperature does matter. Have you ever tried falling asleep in a hot house? Well, I'm from the South, so it's hard for me to fall asleep in a hot house. So one of the things I would recommend is really paying attention to the temperature of your home. Um, when you have trouble falling asleep, try to adjust your thermostat a little bit. See if you put your thermostat down to maybe 69 or 68, if you might not be able to sleep a little bit better. Now, outside of the temperature of the room you're sleeping in, another thing that you want to make sure is that it's dark. Now, depending on where you live, sometime you will have like lights shining in on your room. And if you don't have a lot of money for curtains, the blackout curtains, you can literally, put up something thick and up to your windows so the light isn't shining in, so you can actually get that dark room that you need for sleep. Or you can try the different silk eye masks. Okay, represent Alabama. All right, all right. Um, it's good to have you here. One of the other things is to minimize distractions. Now, if you know you live in a noisy area, if you live in the city, you're going to get a lot of street noise. One of the things you could do is get yourself some earplugs. Make sure that you have those available. Some people don't like, foreign objects and things like that on their head when they're sleeping, but it's just, something you could try. And we talked about sleep environment. It is hot in Alabama, but right now I heard that the temperatures are dropping in Alabama too. Another important thing, yep, 400 Circle Media, you said it right. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Kendrick Lamar said it, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. A couple of things with that. more specifically, the blue light that is given off by a lot of the different TVs have the ability to disturb your circadian rhythms. So you have different photoreceptors inside your eyes that are attracted to that blue light, and it can actually throw off your circadian rhythm, right? So you want to make sure that you decrease your exposure to blue light. So turn that TV off when you know you can ready to go to sleep. There are some people who don't even have a TV in their room, and they'll tell you like, "Hey, no, my room is a sanctuary, and I don't have a TV in there." And a lot of the advice for sleep hygiene will tell you that as soon as you wake up, you want to get up out of the bed. You don't want to lollygag and study and all these other things in the bed. You really want to only use your bedroom for sleeping. That's going to help set the scene so that you can sleep. And we talked about, the TV. Another thing you need to think about is, when are you using your devices, your other devices that emit blue light? I'm talking about your cell phones. I'm talking about your tablets. So as a part of your wind down routine, you want to try to put all those things to the side. A lot of them need to be charged anyway. So why not just put your phone to the side, put your tablet to the side, put it on the charger, a couple of hours before you get ready to start winding down for bed. And that way you can spend some time actually, reflecting on your day. I understand the white noise can help some people sleep. Everybody's different. That's why I tell you, I'm not here to preach at nobody. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do. I'm just here to give some tips for somebody who might need them along the way, because we're all different. And that's why it's important to have your own relationship with your own provider, so they get to know you, and then so that way you actually are able to get your own individualized advice from your own provider. One of the other things is, you want to try to make your bedroom a tech-free zone. So I talked about putting your stuff away, charging it, because ultimately this blue light that's coming off these devices. Hi, Michelle. Michael, I'm sorry. Hi, Michael Duff. The blue light that's coming off your devices, your cell phones, and all these things, they interfere with the melatonin production in your brain. And the melatonin is the chemical that you need to help you, feel sleepy, so that you feel like, you can fall asleep. Melatonin is very, very important. I'm going to tell you something that you can do in the actual daytime to help you sleep better. Go get you some daylight exposure. You heard me talk about melatonin, right? So make sure you get some sunlight exposure so you can help get your body into its own circadian rhythm. Turn off the Wi-Fi. That helps too. Just kind of helps you reconnect to yourself. So remember, get you some sunlight exposure. I'm not telling you to go outside in 10-degree weather, right? I'm not telling you to do that. But you can go close to a window if it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you open up the blinds when you first wake up. Get that exposure, get that sunlight in your eyes, so your body can start to produce what it needs to produce to keep you up. I try not to bog y'all down with a bunch of scientific terms. I try to make sure that everything I talk about is relatable. You know what I'm saying? The other things, I talked about stress and food. One of the other things, you can correlate sleep and food. So you want to make sure that you're not having a huge meal right before you get ready to lay down. Why? Well, it can disturb your sleep. Anybody ever ate something or drank something they know they shouldn't have had before going to sleep? I have. I remember being in Miami and getting some espresso after dinner, just that after dinner coffee. And when I tell you, I couldn't sleep. I got back to the hotel room. I had that espresso. Y'all, I couldn't sleep. And I was mad at myself because I knew that Miami espresso is different down there. The Cubans, they do it different. The coffee down there is different. So, we just have to live and we have to learn. Hey, mom. Um, we have to live and we have to learn that a lot of the things that we do affect us in different ways. So, eating a heavy meal before we get ready to lay down, and even like exercising right before bedtime. You don't want to do no intense workout right before you get ready to go to bed. That's a no-no. I'm not saying don't work out. I'm just saying no intense workouts right before bed. I'm definitely encouraging you to stay active, but not right before bed. Once again, Dr. Erica Jones, MD, and I'm just talking to you about sleep. You see, I got my nice pajamas on, and I'm going to start wrapping up this live. More importantly, I want to tell you, if you feel like you are having trouble sleeping, you can keep a sleep diary. And there are some devices now, the Apple Watches, the Aura Ring, and things like that, that actually track your sleep patterns and things like that. So if you don't have any of that, you can go to the old, pen and paper and kind of write down, what time it is you're going to bed and then what time it is that you're waking up. And if you remember any difficulty falling asleep, you remember any nightmares, you remember waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, make sure you make a note of that. So when you do talk to your provider, when you do go to the doctors, you could show them like, hey, I've been writing all this down. And for the last 30 days, I've been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day. Or for the last 30 days, I get into bed at 10 and I'm still up at 2. So just make sure you are documenting it all. So when you actually go in to see a provider, you got the facts right there. You don't have to say, I've been having trouble sleeping. The more details that we have from you, the better and the easier it is to help you figure out, okay, this may be something that you need to do. And if you want to try something before actually going to see the doctor, look at things like over-the-counter melatonin. Look at things like tea, chamomile tea, something like that. Look at those things and you say, well, okay, well, doctor, I tried all that. Well, you might need something else. So it's always important to just keep track of everything, write it down, put it in your phone. So when you go to talk to your doctor about it, you have the facts. Hey, I'm only sleeping 4 hours a night before I wake up, and then I'm up for the rest of the day. Or I'm not having trouble, staying asleep. I'm having trouble falling asleep. Whatever your issue is, if you do have an issue, it's important to make sure that you keep a note of it. So that way, when you get to the doctor's office, you don't forget. And if you're one of those people who writes it down, make sure you take a picture too. Because inevitably, you might get rushed, you might get nervous, and the next thing you know, you rush into your doctor's appointment, you might forget your tablet. So just try to have all this stuff in multiple places. That's all I got for you tonight. Hopefully everybody slept well. Hopefully y'all are sleeping well. But I know that there are a lot of people around the world who do not sleep well, and this is for you, okay? Once again, Dr. Erica R. Jones, MD. I just talked to you about sleep, how to get the best sleep. Peace.